This is Dave Meltzer, CEO of Sports One Marketing, here with Entrepreneur the Playbook. And I have an incredible couple here. We have Trevor and Melissa Schill, and they are the founders of Baby Teething Tubes. Now, the reason I have them on here is that I could never work with my wife. They think they're here to promote this company, Baby Teething Tubes, and it's incredible. We'll get to talk about it. But I'm more interested in so many entrepreneurs partner with their wives. And I'm one of those honest people that I think my wife would kill me. In fact, her favorite line to me is, "I don't work for you."
There you go.
And that's just in the home.
I need to pick that one up.
Yeah, I don't work for you. So tell me first, how did you guys get together on this business? Melissa,
Trevor and I started way back. So we come from a small town of 2,000 people. And in high school, met. Didn't like him in high school. Just kidding. Not.
I know my wife in the fourth grade. She hated me.
Yeah, hey, we're pulling the honest card here.
Good.
Very individual people in high school. And
who was more popular?
He was the jockstrap, so definitely him. I was the hunter, quiet one.
Silent assassin.
Yes, that's right.
All right, good.
You gotta be careful with her. I got a target on my back every day.
Nice.
After college, we met and had 3 beautiful children with each other. And our first child was a horrible teether, and this is where that company came into play.
The Baby Teething Tube.
That's correct. Our first child, just the whole teething experience with him. He was up at night gnawing on his crib, on his wooden crib, and just seeing the teeth marks there and just really not knowing which direction to go as a parent. You feel kind of helpless at that point in stage. And where do you go? What can you do? How can you help this child of yours? And we kind of sat there brainstorming for a little bit, and Baby Teething Tubes kind of came to light. And a little bit, I think a year or so down the road, here it is sitting here in front of you today. So we're excited about the experience.
So I'm really interested. So I love people that create a product and a company out of need. You know, and there's no greater need than taking care of your child when that pain's there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I totally understand that. But how did the decision come about in, okay, let's do this together?
We both agreed when we looked at the teething market and realized that there was something missing. We didn't understand why that something solid, something firm, something hard, something cute little animal, why that was considered comfortable for a teething baby with sensitive gums. So, as Trevor said, when it was a first-time mom, too, with Tuscan, so I paid whatever for a whole bunch of teething toys, and none of them, he would chew on them for 20 minutes and lose interest. And it was just common sense to both of us that there is something missing. Like, we have to think of something that is actually effective, comfortable, and safe for a teething baby. Not just a teething toy, but something helpful.
Did you keep testing on your own child?
Pretty much, yeah. We had one child, then about 360 days later, along came the second one. Our second daughter, Tessa, came along. So we were real excited about that opportunity, to test the market a little bit further.
If it didn't work, do you think you guys would end up like 6 or 7 kids?
One of you has to like it.
Because it seems like a really expensive R&D approach.
I think it's only going to get more expensive, as the years go along and the kids get older, going off to college and everything else. But yeah, if you look at the teether from a early child development stage, it's really limitless, where it's coming from as far as motor and sensory skills. It's lightweight, easy to hold, easy to grip. The first thing that the child does is, they're able to grab onto it. And then from there, they start bringing it up to their mouth, just like they're eating. They're starting to learn them or teach themselves how to eat, So the benefits are really, out there for it.
And what was your background? I always talk about skills, knowledge, and desire. Desire can come from a variety of different things, come from passion or purpose or necessity. But you got to have some skills and knowledge to figure this out.
Yeah.
What's your background that happened?
To me, it's mental toughness. I grew up in the sports world, 3-sport athlete, so it's just I believe there's a
Well,
lot.
let's be real, right? Because remember what show you're on.
I agree.
Like
yes.
I get the
ain't
Warren
different.
Moon check all the time. You were a 3-sport athlete at a 2,000 person city.
That's correct.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so because I got a whole bunch of different, and
Yes.
I'm only calling you on that because I played Division III football and
Yep.
I played 2 sports in college. And if Warren Moon walks in here, he would be like, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
are you really a 3-sport athlete or not?"
No, it's really that mental toughness. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot
I'm
of
teasing.
greatness out there in today's world, and I believe what sets the greatness apart is the mental toughness.
What does that mean to you? So, define mental toughness.
The highs and lows of life. Each and every day, you're gonna have the highs and lows of life. How can you
Consistency,
consistency? How do you persevere from those highs and lows?
persistency.
Persistence.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you, right?
Yeah.
Consistent, persistent enjoyment, the pursuit of your potential. That's mental toughness.
That's right.
So you have the mental toughness, but what background? Like I have mental toughness. Like I'm extremely like.
It was a learning curve for us.
It
you know,
was.
we took a little by
But
little.
engineering background.
No, I'm
No.
a health and safety manager.
I was in safety at the time. I retired to become a full-time stay-at-home mother. But
Did you have a straw that looked like this, or was this an accident? No, because people are really interested. This is for
Yeah.
entrepreneur, right? And entrepreneurs, like I've met engineers
Yep.
that would sit and try to design, and yet you're like this beautiful couple in this small little town who have this beautiful baby with irritable, gums, and somehow, like I'm looking at this as a father of 4, going, well, some Harvard engineer figured this out because this is real. I would, I'm older, so I would have used this for my kids because. Holding on to it makes sense. I understand what that probably feels like on their gums and being able to go like this too, besides bite.
honestly, to become part of the design was us verbally saying, well, what do you think would feel good? And to us, chewing, right? So the texture of this tube is super soft, flexible, and
So if
it
Trevor's so tough,
allows
did you
the-
pull some teeth out to really get this feel?
yes, I would.
My mom would yell at me. She spent a lot of money on these
This
teeth.
is like
She'd
a
say.
pull-out couple. Which ones want to go without any Novocaine?
Yeah, exactly.
The hunter and her.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
that all the time anyway. That's awesome.
No, so the design allows for the baby to apply its own pressure, right? So it can control how hard or how soft he or she wants to chew on it. And to us, that was common sense. Like there was nothing else out there.
And you can freeze these too, right?
Yep.
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 Freezer and dishwasher safe.
And
Yeah.
then also we designed the length with safety and comfort in mind to reach all areas of the teeth and gums. So if you look at a lot of teethers on the market, they're just reaching those front few teeth. And this is targeted for those stubborn molars as well. So our 2-year-old is still gnawing on this thing, which
And
is
with no chance of choking,
nope.
right?
Nope.
Because it's
Yeah,
too
we've been-
it's too long.
Oh yeah, it's been
Yeah.
through a lot of safety.
Yeah, we're
testing.
third-party tested, approved by the Consumer Product Safety Commissioner.
Okay, so you guys designed something finally that works, and now there's a whole nother ball game in being an entrepreneur, right? Marketing and distribution.
Yes.
And so, how do you guys move through that portion of being an entrepreneur?
I'm gonna take that one. We found there's a lot of untrusted avenues that you can get put on through this, and we found you. And not to
Now she's
butter
throwing
you
you under
up.
the bus.
No, not to butter anybody up or throw anybody under the bus, but to be honest, like we said, we came from a 2,000 person town, and everybody looks out for each other. We come from good-hearted people, good-hearted family, and when we found you, we realized, hey, there's actually somebody out there that is way above us but has the heart and soul that we do. So that's why we reached out to you, and thank you for giving
That's
us the
awesome.
time.
Of course. And it's funny because I'm blessed to be around a lot of significant people in the business world that are just like you and I, right? They want to be of service. They're really, although they may have more successes monetarily than a lot of people have, they are in it to, help. And that's where even Gary Vee, who probably helped me on my video side more than anyone, to how abundant to just sit down. And I know I've helped him in his sports agency, but he's, I just love the fact that he just sits down and said, okay, look, this is the truth. My favorite conversation, and I think it's important for people. So many people want to build a brand, and they want to use video or marketing and digital marketing and how to advertise or buy ads. And, I still believe that anyone that tells you, give me money, this much money a month to market for you on social media, they're lying to you. I would challenge anyone, any size company, to come in here and prove that to me, because I can tell what they're doing. My opinion, the only way to market with digital media is to create a lot of content, put it up for free, which it is free to put up, see which one resonates, vibrates at the same level as other people, and then buy against it. And don't buy big, right? Buy $10 or $50, and then if that works, go to $100 and keep on building until, if it keeps working, $10,000. But why would you pay someone that pretends to know some magic algorithm that it's going to work?
Exactly.
It hasn't worked that way from the history of content. Mickey Mouse Club, right? The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has 470 million views on YouTube.
We're probably half of those.
It's a great idea. Yeah. It's a great market.
Our house.
Put one of these in Mickey Mouse's mouth. We're golden.
Yeah.
That's right.
But no, honestly, so, tell me one of the stories. Don't use names, but I think it's important for people to say, the people you ran into. Give me an example of someone, because I've been taking advantage of myself at a big level, and I take accountability for it. I shouldn't say I was taking advantage of it. I wasn't aware. I put myself in the position, and I'm accountable. And that's how I lost millions of dollars, by not paying attention and I used to say trusting, but I wasn't paying attention. Give me one example of what someone did to you guys, because I think it's important for other entrepreneurs to hear.
Well, a couple months ago, we're in the process of scaling right now. We were approached by an individual that wanted a flat fee rate to help us out and really bring our product to the market. We ended up giving over some monetary value to this individual, and he ended up burning us in the long run. We got really nothing out of it other than a couple phone calls and emails, and from there we didn't get anywhere else.
Did he lock you in for time or take money up front?
Money right up front.
Yeah. So, I do business coaching, et cetera. And like one of the things I think people are surprised about is my first month, all I ask is a donation, from people. And then after that, mine simply, I don't know why anyone won't work this way. There's truly 120. It's like, look, work with me as long as you want, number one. Two, everything's 100% guaranteed, and it better be exponential value. For every $20 you give me, you better make 100. Right? So you're begging me not to quit. And that's truly in all my businesses where my standard is. Where when I was younger, I was in the other side of overselling, back-end selling.
Yeah.
Like Ray Lewis told me, I probably have said this 100 times, right? You either manipulate or motivate. And I didn't want to be a manipulator anymore. And I think it's important, if you feel manipulated from the start in any way, as if you're at a car dealership, you should just walk. There's plenty of other people to talk to.
Yeah, it's doing business with the right people and really finding the right people, putting out that positive energy, and what type of energy are you getting back from that individual,
Same vibe feelings, yeah.
Same vibe. Now, you're now at a distribution and scaling point. You have great popularity, great reviews, and it's time to scale. What's your biggest fear in scaling your business?
Biggest fear in scaling our business, I would say,
Melissa.
yeah.
That's a good question.
He's scared.
Honestly, every step we've taken has been a fear, because we're new at this, right? And we're hoping for the best. But to get that large is, I guess, finding the right person to guide us along the way. Really close to the same conversation that we had last time. We need that expertise. We know that we don't have that. So we're looking to find someone that's honest and truthful and guide us along the way to that success.
In scaling business, there's 3 phases. There's this learning phase, which you guys are going through. There's an execution phase, and then I call it an equity phase, where not only is everybody making money, but there's an equity play, whether it's being acquired or giving out shares to employees as you grow. You've built, truly an economy in the equity stage. What's your ultimate goal? As you look through these three phases, a lot of times, even in the learning phase, a company can exit, or in the execution phase or the equity phase. Is there a certain strategy or vision that you have for the company in the long run?
I think the ultimate goal for the company is, for it to be profitable, to create business partners along the way that turn into lasting friendships ultimately. Finding people that we want to do business with, and then in the long run actually become friendships, people that we can call on a daily basis or reach out to, and just talk about family, friends, life experiences, what's going on in their everyday life.
That's a man answer. No, mom answer.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's a small town. That's a small town quarterback answer. But
yeah. No, honestly, I think Ty thinks it's funny, and my husband thinks it's funny. When we first started this, and we were getting some kickback from all the moms and dads out there that were trying this on their children, to get pictures and videos back, that's all I needed. I don't need. Obviously the money is wonderful, but it just is fantastic to see these pictures of smiling babies and that you're making them that happy. That's all I need. I'm
like a combo of a mom and a dad, because I
believe
passion and purpose. So for me, because I lost everything, and I people write me and tell me stories, and sometimes it's after one thing of help or one video and I'm like, I don't need anything else. But then there's the other side about I can't get what I don't have, so I want to tie passion to purpose to profitability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, quick question then.
Yep.
If somebody comes to you tomorrow and said, hey, this is a great idea, this is a perfect accoutrement to Pampers, and I'd like to give you $100 million for your IP, do you sell or not? Because your vision's deep, and your vision's deep not just to the money, right? $100 million, what would you do?
I think we'd look at it probably and think it's a blessing on ourselves right now, just because we have a bigger picture in our life that we want to accomplish back home where we come from, that small town of 2,000 people.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff that we would like to do. So I think we would probably take that money and then bring it back home and do what we got to do there to help out the community.
That's all. Well, and would you feel like a sellout?
No.
No.
You shouldn't, by the way.
Not at all.
I think
I'd be surprised if you told me.
Our vision here was to make a solid product that helps babies in the teething, in the teething market here.
And that's the important lesson where people get lost. They get so purpose-driven that they're not realistic. Look, all the things that you listed, why you wanted this to be successful, all of those things can still be achieved if you have $100 million. In fact, I tell you, you can achieve them a lot easier than what is in store for you for this, right? Not to say that don't quit on it, but I've met so many idealistic people that forget that, business is about making money to help people and have fun.
That's exactly right.
And you listed out your various reasons that told me, Dave, I want to make money, help people, and have fun. But I want everyone to understand that this is a pragmatic world that we live in, and you got to make that connection when someone tells you, look, what can I do if I'm successful? Because idealism has to match realism. And I think for me, because I'm a very passionate person and I live by principles, but I also am one of those few weirdos out there that I'm here to make money.
Yeah.
Right? I'm here to make money. Now, I'm here to bring it. I'm going to make money and bring value, and I'll guarantee my value. I'll do whatever it takes and stand by my value and live by my potential, my integrity, all the things that I have to do. But in no way am I going to back down and say to someone, oh, no, I'm just here to do good.
Yeah, exactly.
I am, but I'm here to use the tools to do good that are best to use.
Absolutely.
And money's the tool that does the best.
And it enables you to broaden your horizon and make things better for a lot of other people. When you can financially be comfortable with where you're at in life and be able to help others. I mean, that's
which I loved about your answer, where you would take your money back to your home, right? Where other people, especially from small towns, I buy a Ferrari, right? None of that ever crossed either of your minds. Okay, last question. Together, what is your legacy? What would you like it to be when it's all said and done?
You go first.
Legacy of what we want it to be. I think it's just the experiences that we had from when starting this thing. Like we said, small town, we didn't know where to go, how to do this from square one all the way to the end here, to where we're sitting to this day. So the legacy is, working through the challenges and the difficulties that come your way. It's the attitude that you take in life that can either be a positive direction or a negative direction. It's really what positive energy you want to bring into your mindset there and keep that negative stuff out. And I think that's really what we look forward to.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's crazy. Exactly what I would say. And to add a little bit onto that, it would be a whole nother 20 minutes, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. But we have had quite a few hiccups into our life. We call myself a birthday chaos. Every birthday that I have, medically something very crazy happens.
Canceled.
We have 3 children under the age of 5 and have lived in 10 different states in 5 years, and never once has that slowed our hustle down.
No.
That's awesome. Well, there's about a few million companies, I forget how many, in America. Only 18,500 of those companies have more than 500 people. The majority of the millions of companies in America are individuals or couples like you that are trying to build a business to support not only their family but their community.
Yep.
And that, to me, is what an entrepreneur is, right?
Absolutely.
To have the innovation to do this,
Yep.
but to truly understand and fight to monetize it for not only the betterment of their family but their community. And I am so glad to have both of you on here. I'm proud to be your friend and your mentor, and I only am here to help and to be of service. And hopefully you two will be an inspiration for so many others, including my wife and I, because if I go home and she tells me I heard this and I want to work with you, I'm going to shoot myself. It's her 50th birthday coming up. Sorry.
Hey,
honey.
happy birthday.
I just can't work with you, and I don't work for you, and you don't work for me.
Now
Actually,
you-
I do work for you, dear.
Now you just dropped the 50 bomb. You're in the doghouse. for
Yeah,
another.
no, she looks like she's 30, so
Yeah.
she knows it. Like,
Awesome.
I got proof right behind
Oh,
me.
yeah.
That's right.
So
She's
anyway.
beautiful.
Beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Beautiful
Anyway,
family.
what a pleasure.
Yes.
This is Dave Meltzer.
Thank
As
you.
you can see, Baby Teething Tubes, and we have Melissa and Trevor Schill, the co-founders of a wonderful company from a city of 2,000 people. You too can do it here on Entrepreneur, the Playbook.